Welcome, Marseille and Peter. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really interested in learning about your prize-winning development, what you made in this hackathon. So please tell us more.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you for having us here. My name is Marci, this is Peter. We are part of Team Discover. We are a team of Hungarian students who put together this monitoring device for 48 hours. So what this does, it helps nurses to monitor patients, potentially coronavirus patients, from a safe distance with less protective gear. So it measures the vital signs of patients and then uploads this data into a cloud. And this way they can keep a safe distance from each other, thus preventing further infections.
So you're a team based in Hungary, and you developed this over the weekend. Can you tell us about this experience of developing, and then at the same time, we want to see a demo of this device that you built?
So actually, this was not our first hackathon. We are veteran hackathoners, and we love participating in these challenges. And our team is quite diverse. Our strong suit is that we have computer scientists, we have electric engineers, 3D printing specialists, and mechatronics specialists, all kind of experts in the field. And it's always really joyful and easy and seamless to work together. And so yeah, basically we were working from remote locations, sending each other.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the lights. Tell us about the lights. I'm sorry, it's working. So is that what I'm seeing? That if I was a nurse in a critical care ward, I would be walking down, and what Marseille showed me, I would be able to understand a patient's vitals from reading the lights. Do I get this correctly?
I mean, the lights are preliminary feedback, so this helps both the patient and the nurse to use the device. But in the end, of course, you will see the very precise data in a dashboard, in a website, or in any hospital system. So the lights are indicating that the device is working, and it gives an instant feedback to its users, so the patient. I can go through what will happen here. So first,
please do.
It's gonna boot up. Then it's going to measure my body temperature. There's a sensor here that's pointing on my head right now, and then hopefully it's going to be blue. That means that my fever. I don't have a fever. Yeah, perfect. Next up, it's going to be it's my breath frequency. I'm talking, so it's not going to be precise, but there is a microphone that's measuring my breath frequency under my nose. So I'm going to demonstrate it right now, but that's it. And then the third one is this pulse oximeter on the side of the glasses. This measures my oxygen saturation. That's one of the most important metric for coronavirus patients, indicating the oxygen level of my blood. So that's it. Then it turns off, and then the data is uploaded to a website or like a system.
So what you're going to be able to do is you have real-time SpO2 monitoring combined with other vital signs. We know that SpO2 levels are a critical indicator if someone needs to be intubated. Is my understanding correct on this?
Exactly. So the idea is that those patients would use this who are not in intensive care, and this would be an indication who would need that intensive care and would be transported and relocated to a more intensive hospital ward.
So is your device capable of integrating other sensors? So you're describing a back end that connects to a hospital, but this looks like it's only the beginning. Do I understand that? You can put more sensors in this device?
On the first prototype, we tried to focus on the most essential sensors, especially from a coronavirus perspective. one of the most important design aspects was to make it easy to use and that it could be used by the patients. So therefore, you don't have to hold anything by your hands. It's pointed at the right parts of your body. But obviously, we can put any other sensors in there that could be integrated to the same device. And by this, of course, nurses or doctors are able to measure more and more data of their patients.
And actually, an interesting idea that we received from a nurse that we've talked to is that they need to talk to patients more, and it would be wonderful for them to have a certain device, kind of like a walkie-talkie, that they could go back and forth with the patients and make communication easier. It's a possibility.
Are you familiar with bone conduction for audio?
I think I heard of it, but I'm not really an expert in the topic, so I'm not sure.
That might be something to look into. That might be something to look into because you may be able to position a transducer. Looking at how your device is designed, you may be able to place a transducer in order to induce audio signals so someone could hear it, and it might make it easier for the nurses. So there's not a bunch of chatter in the ward. Might be more personalized, and will be, one less thing covering the ears. What you built is beautiful. So if you any last words to inspire people to join hackathons? You did this in 48 hours, so please share how you did this in a last word to inspire people.
Peter?
We always encourage people to join hackathons. We started doing it 4 years ago, and it's not about winning. Like, this is the cliche thing to say, but it's not about winning. It's about creating something actually valuable in a short time that people wouldn't think possible. And we always surprise ourselves, and it's also always a fun collaboration, and we learn so many new things.
Well, thank you very much for taking your time today, Marseille and Peter. And and the last thing, just tell us the name of your team again so people can look up your wonderful project on DevPost.
It's Team Discover.
If you go to the EUvsVirus results page, then you will see our submission as the first listing, and there you can check out our project and learn more.